Ladies and gentlemen, live on the Fuse UK, it's the one and only, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man too sweet to be sour. He is your friend, he is my friend, but he's not the friend behind the person standing behind you. Luke Hughes!
Tune get you in a little jig. Woohoo! Podcast time. What's happening, people? Nice one for coming back to the Fuse UK. It's much appreciated as always. Tonight we're going to do a BKFC 60, the three main fights, three title fights that are going to be on the card. Just going to do a little recap, see what's going on there. Few fight highlights, and that we're also going to be joined by Ross from In the Red Corner podcast. What's happening, Ross, brother? You good?
My man, how are you doing?
I'm all well, mate. How's yourself?
All good. I've had a busy night. I've had the lads from the WBKB on talking, and his man club came and joined us as well to talk about that, which was good. Just done a podcast there with David One More Round, the gangster Prince of Wales himself, which was brilliant. I love David. He's one of the best characters in the sport, isn't he?
Yeah, he's some boy like torture each other every day, near enough, mate. He's I daren't say what he is in case I lose my channel. We've got Rick Doughty and Dangerous Darren in the comments. Hope you're well, boys. But this podcast tonight, mate, we're going to be talking about BKFC 60. It's going to be the first time three titles have taken place on the same night. Well, first time multiple titles will have taken place. The first ever BKFC European title, which Franco Tenaglia and James Lilly are going to be fighting for. And then we've got the BKFC UK title with Gary Fox and John Hick. And then, of course, Danny Christie defending the UK title against your man David Round. What a fucking lineup, mate. And that's not even talking about the rest of the card.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the card's unbelievable as well, isn't it? But these three fights, I think for the UK to get the first European title shot, I know it's against Franco. James will hate it calling us the UK. Wales to get the first European title shot, against Spain, Franco Tenaglia. It's unreal, isn't it? It's the sport's just getting bigger and bigger, as I was saying before. I can't wait. Just 7 weeks away on Saturday. That's all it is.
Like I said on my post today on Instagram, it's just pure war in it from top to bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. These three title fights. I was saying about Foxy. I was talking to David Round about Foxy, and I was like, how he's kind of grown into the sport, being an ex-professional boxer, but with the mentality he's got as well, though, of like, he'll fight you in your front garden, in your back garden, doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter when, he's really, really grown into this sport. When you think back to his first fight against Nathan Hind, Crystal Palace, he was fighting two weights above, and then he fought against Robbie Brown, which was an unbelievable performance, and Robbie again, he was fighting two weights above. So for Foxy to fight, John Hick now, it's going to be someone at his same weight, and for a belt as well. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's going to be his fourth outing, isn't it? Because he fought Aiden Sheriff before Robbie Brown.
Of course, yeah, forgot about Aiden Sheriff.
He's like becoming like well in the sport now. He's comfortable finding his feet, you know what I mean? And of course, his opponent John Hick, I think this is going to be his sixth. I might be wrong. It'll be his seventh, but I think it's his sixth bare knuckle fight. It's going to be. I might be wrong, but mate, what a fucking fight!
Unbelievable. And like you say, David Round versus Danny Christie. That makes it needs no announcement. It speaks for itself, doesn't he? And it's interesting.
Get some clips on of the fights.
Yeah, go for it.
But we'll start off with David Round there. David Round and Danny Christie. This is David Round's last performance out against Terry Brazier. Just some fight highlights.
Wales, and that is the fighter from Milford Haven, Wales, David Round. Terry Brazier set for bout number 2 in BKFC. Round, Terry! By using boxing and not brawling, he would really fluster Brazier. The big right hand lands from Round.
Landed a couple hard shots on Brazier right there.
Counter left hook right back. Round acknowledges the punch. Big shot, left hand, down goes goes Terry Brazier. Round with tenacity to the inside. Counter left hand from Terry Brazier. Almost from a whizzer into the ring ropes. Ruled a slip. Correctly set from Chris Batcheldor. Counter left hand from Brazier. And down goes
So tough,
David
isn't he,
Brown,
David?
one knockdown apiece.
There's that power right there. Brazier
That was a
couldn't
right
stay
hand.
landed
That was a
on
right
shot.
hand on the button there.
Thought this would be a great fight so far. This is a great fight. Huge right hand from Brazier. Round, I believe, acknowledged the corner of Brazier and then made the going to sleep motion. Now Brazier to the inside. Counter right hand by David Round.
Ready for that to explode. Ooh.
Big
That's
overhand
what-
right lands from David Round and another right hand. Down goes Terry Brazier for the second time in this fight.
And 1 minute 28 seconds of round number 3 for your winner by KO, the Gangster Prince of Wales, David One More Round.
So yeah, that was his fight in Crystal Palace, BKFC 37, I think it was. Conor Tini and Jake Lindsay card in Crystal Palace, BKFC 37, I'm sure it was. And obviously Danny's last win was with Anthony Holmes when he won the belt.
Yeah, it was interesting what David was just saying there. I was asking him how he thought the fight was going to go, and he was saying, you know, he'd love a 5-round war, he'd love a 6-round war.
Yeah.
And he said he's going to come out southpaw to this one as well. You know,
right.
he said it seemed to work well for Jared Warren. So why shouldn't it work well for him, kind of thing? So be interesting because, you know, I think everyone's expecting an out-and-out war where they're just going to meet in the middle, swing, bite down on the gum shield, and whoever drops kind of thing. But I don't see it going that way, to be honest. I think David's got his plan and Danny's got a plan as well. So it'd be interesting to see who's going to come out on top of that one.
When they get through them ropes, all that goes out the fucking window, mate. I am telling you, especially with Danny Christie and David Round, mate. They're going to be at each other. Obviously, it's all respect, mate. But do you know what I mean? They're going to be at each other, talking in there. Mate, it's going to be a fucking war. There's going to be.
It is going to be a war. I think the first round might be a bit tensive. I think they will try and stick to their respective plans that they've made, kind of thing. And then, as you say, they'll start talking to each other. And it'll be interesting. It will be interesting to see what happens, how they get on.
Yeah, he's Danny's here.
That's the problem.
This is their last round with Anthony Holmes.
Round 4 underway. High tight striking guard and forward movement for Danny Christie off from scratch. Holmes stepping back, now stepping forward on the left hand. And that's ruled a slip by Chris Batcheldor, right back to it. Christie cut over his left eye, now cut over his right eye. Stiff jab from Holmes. Christie wiping away the blood over the left hand. The right lands the right hand, and down goes Anthony Holmes flat on his back.
And there's what we talked about, that difference in power. Christie's a one-punch knockout artist right there. Holmes needs to throw volume at you. Let's see if Christie tries to jump all over his opponent right now. He better try and finish this fight right now. He's got 2 cuts over his eyes.
Into the pocket comes Christie. Huge left hand from Danny Christie. Christie trying to finish this fight in round 4, a run hand. Left hand, big right hand,
nice
left hand,
shots.
knockdown number 2.
Oh, I don't think Holmes is getting up. Look at him. He's not moving at all.
The count of 10, the win and the championship for Danny Christie.
Just what we said. He had to do that right there. He had 2 cuts. They might have stopped this fight. But look at that cut. That is a nasty cut.
Somebody, mate.
Isn't it? That when we were there, we watched it live, didn't we? It was unreal. We were bouncing about, we're all over the place, weren't we?
That's what I was saying through the video there. Some fucking night this, mate. Mate,
Yeah.
what a fucking buzz that night was, mate. Every time I talk about it, I get a big grin on my face. That was a fucking special night, that, mate.
It was, you know, Holmes is a class act. We were talking as well about, you know, he's fought at 3 different weights now in the BKFC, I think. Cruiserweight, light heavyweight, and middle. Is it? His last fight against Kroll was middleweight, I think. So it's interesting how these fighters are kind of finding the place of which weight
I don't
class.
think he fought cruiserweight.
I think his first fight against Darren Hendry was cruiser, was it not?
No, because it was for the light heavyweight belt, wasn't it?
Oh, of course. Maybe I got that wrong there then. But yeah, he still fought 2 different weights, hasn't he? So
yeah, I think he was cruiserweight in the previous promotion when he won the world title. I think it might have been the cruiserweight world title. I might be wrong, but I think that's where you might be getting it from.
Yeah, possibly. But Danny, he'll admit it himself, he's a notorious slow starter. Until Danny gets cut, sometimes he doesn't even start. Then he starts the fight. I hope that isn't the case. I hope he comes out ready for it, because I think David's going to try and put it on him the first round. Regardless of what he says of his plans and things like that, I think he's going to try and put it on him in the first round.
Mate, the way this fight is, like, it could be over in the first round if they just come out swinging, guns blazing. Do you know what I mean? It's that type of fight, mate. Or it could be the type of fight where it goes 5 rounds and the fans are screaming for one more round.
Yeah, David, one more round.
If it was a fight to do it, it'd be that fight, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Have I frozen on your side?
Yeah, you've disappeared.
Oh, have I? You can still hear us all right, though, can you?
Yeah, I can hear you clear, mate. Who else have we got next? Obviously, Gary Fox and John Hick. The highlight I've got is from Foxy's last fight, which was against Robbie Brown. Is the highlights here. What a fight this was as well, mate.
Number 1 side on the underhook. Good turn from Brown. Fox now coming forward, lands the right hand. Big shot to the head, to the body with the right hand goes Gary Fox into the clinch. Fox right back to it in the mid-range, but takes that right hand from Brown. Does just that. Big shots now from Gary Fox from the mid-range on the downward right hand. Starting to try to target the body of Gary Fox. Overhand right to the head from Robbie Brown. Big separation from Jackson. Brown just pointed to the center of the canvas and let's stand and trade. Right hand, that ends the fight. Great fight. Good war. In the blue corner, Gary the Fox.
Great job by Gary Fox there. He did a great job of landing punches, taking what his opponent gave him. He landed the body shots when he had to.
Another great fight, mate. Gary Fox, so if you're not stopping him, mate, unless you bring a fucking shotgun into the ring, are you?
No, I mean, he doesn't know how to take a step back, does he? He just comes forward and comes forward.
He can't. I think he just chooses to do that, mate, when he's in there, because obviously when I see him in the gym and that, when I've seen him sparring and things like that, he can box mint on the back foot. So
absolutely, don't get us wrong. He's a former ex-professional boxer, but
yeah,
his mentality in the bare knuckle is to move forward and not take a step back. He wants to meet you. He wants to meet you in the middle. Gary throws with bad intentions. He throws punches wanting to hurt you. He wants to knock you out. He doesn't want to tip tap. Let's go 5 rounds, make it go 5 rounds kind of thing. He wants a war in the middle of the ring, and I don't think he's kind of got anyone that's kind of. I'm not taking anything away from Robbie there, because Robbie put on a great performance, but I don't think he's got someone like of his caliber kind of met him in the middle of the ring so they can trade and just swing it out and have that war that Gary wants.
Like I say, mate, this fight with John Hick that he's got coming up, this John Hick's fucking very, very, very good, mate. You know what I mean? It's a perfect title fight matchup.
Absolutely. Both well deserving, of it as well. Be interesting. I can't wait to see John Hick in there again.
I'll shot him on now, his highlights. This is from his fight at BKFC 27, Wembley MVP versus Mike Perry. He was fighting Ellis Shepherd, another good fighter, very, very good fighter.
Bareknuckle, a veteran of 30 amateur boxing bouts.
Well, this is his boxing fighting.
Also making his promotional BKFC debut with this bout. The duck unders from John Hick. Right hand not there from Ellis Shepherd. Feint on the jab. Left hook from Hick. Double jab from John Hick. Throwing the jab to the body. Overhand right. Counter right hand left to the body from Ellis Shepherd.
Oh, good counter right there by Ellis.
Quality. Big shots on the inside.
Winner by unanimous decision, John Handsome Brick Hill.
What a
Fantastic. His jab's unreal, isn't it? His jab's amazing.
Yeah, mate, he can box. He's like Foxy. He's a boxer, do you know what I mean? I think he's had like 30 odd amateur fights. He's like well schooled, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this is going to be, I know it's called BKFC Fighting Championship, but this could be a high-level boxing match as well, couldn't it, this one?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think the fight, it's got Fight of the Night written all over it. I know I said that about other fights, but this fight has got Fight of the Night written over it. If I could predict a fight that's going to make Fight of the Night, it'd be this fight.
Yeah, I agree. And probably the biggest worry for me there is with Gary's scar tissue that he's got on his lip, which was caused by Nathan Hind. If he's he needs to move away from that jab, stay out of range of that jab, because he's susceptible to getting, for that cut opening again.
Yeah, I think as well now though, with the likes of Gary Fox, Danny Christie, people with bad scar tissue. I think the refs are sort of, not the refs, the refs, the medical team, people like that, the doctors. Is he gone? The medical team and the doctors and things like that is obviously, they'll know who Foxy is now, they'll know who Danny is, and they'll know that they've got scar tissue, so they're going to open up a lot easier than the other fighters do. So they'll get more leeway, do you know what I mean? But yeah, what a fight that's going to be. Roscoe's done one. But obviously we've got the main fight as well with Franco Tenalia and James Lilly. This is for the first ever European title at lightweight. This is Franco Tenalia. He's from Argentina, but fighting out of Spain. Here he is here.
Tina now based in Spain, Franco Tenaglia. Free left hook, counter right hand. Good left hand again. Big shots, both fighters down. We'll see how Belgrave rules this, a double slip. Good entry, left hand overhand right to the counter left.
Simon's showing a lot of toughness right now. You can tell every time he gets hit, he gets knocked down just like that.
That is a clean knockdown.
9, 10.
The count of 10 reached by Mike Belgrave.
For your winner by KO, Franco Tenaglia.
Franco, mate, is an absolute animal. Nothing's phasing Franco, mate. Like nothing's phasing him. He's done it all. King of the streets. Fights every other week. He's just fought bare knuckle at the weekend. Bare knuckle MMA. Won the guy in front of thousands of people. Do you know what I mean? This guy is legit, mate. Like he is fucking proper fighting, man.
He's violence personified, isn't he? He just brings absolute war every time. And his fight against Luke Nevin was unbelievable as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, outside of the ring, mate, proper gentleman.
Yeah.
Loveliest guy I'd ever meet. But when he's got his eyes on his opponent at the weigh-in or like walking out of that ring, mate, he switches on. And he is an absolute animal, mate. And he's not going down or out. He's in there till the end. He's like Foxy, do you know what I mean? Like, he's got that type of heart and mentality. Like, you're going to have to kill me if you want out of here.
And he's in and out so quick. He's in and out, closing the range, closing the distance and things like that. Which I think, James, I don't know. We'll see James in a second. I'm not sure who's got the speed, if that makes sense.
I'd say James Lilly's got better speed and boxing and that. But Franco Tenalia is a pressure fighter, isn't he? He's not a boxer. He's more of an MMA fighter. He's got like an unorthodox style and that. So it'll make for a good fight. But I'd say James Lilly's definitely got boxing and speed advantage. And I'd say Franco's got a power advantage.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like you say, with the pressure style as well that he's bringing, James is going to have to be on his top game, which I'm sure he will bring, as he always does. He's fought some of the best in the world. Palomino.
A close fight as well, by the way. Like, a lot of people thought Lilly won that fight, and before that, he's undefeated, mate.
Yeah.
Like, in both promotions. He's very, very good, mate. Like, a lot of people don't think, because they don't see him use it that much, getting involved in the scrap. But with the highlights I'm going to show you now, he fought Bobby Taylor in America, and he showed like he can get in there. He could have beat Bobby Taylor a lot more, but he wanted to. Like, you could tell he just wanted to get stuck into this fight and just have a proper pagger. But I'll play the highlights now. Oh yeah. I thought I never put him on there. But here he is. Lily.
2-0 promotionally in BKFC. Overall in the sport of bare knuckle fighting, Lily undefeated in 7 victories, no losses, 1 draw. Bobby Taylor, 4-1 promotionally in bare knuckle fighting championship, 5-1 overall for Taylor in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. Short on the inside goes Taylor, then the right hand, left hand. Huge swings from Taylor, now covering up. With left hand on the inside, big swings from Taylor on those hooks.
I mean, they're going well. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing fuck Lily, man. Lily can pop the box now.
Yeah.
The proper power as well.
Stiff jab from James Lilly. Left hand, right hand. Lilly to the inside. Taylor looking to counter, takes that right hand. Good left hand. Big swing, that right hand lands for Bobby Taylor.
For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, James Lights Out Lilly.
And you've got to think as well, mate, like James Lilly's been fighting for ages, mate. Like, the experience he's got. He's been an MMA fighter. He's been a professional boxer. Now bare knuckle. He's done all sorts, mate. So this is I'd say James Lilly's the favourite in this one, like. I'm not going to lie. But it's going to be a fucking fight, like.
Yeah, I mean, James shows there his boxing pedigree. If he might be able to frustrate Tonelli at the end of that jab if he keeps him there. And James showed there as well that he's quite happy to eat shots. He will take one to give one.
I do believe Franco Tonelli hits harder than Bobby Taylor.
Yeah.
It is Bobby Taylor, isn't it? Yeah, it is, yeah.
I'm just excited for the whole thing. 7 weeks away, Lou.
Oh, mate, unbelievable. There's quite a lot of people going from down my end as well, Middlesbrough. I think they've put 2 coaches on. So,
yeah, Ben Bronner always brings a crowd, doesn't he?
Yeah, Ben Bonner. There's another lad fighting on it called John Walker. A lot of them are going down to see him as well. Obviously, Foxy's basically a Teesside lad, isn't he? You've got Robbie Brown, big ticket seller, mate, like Foxy. He's from the Teesside area. It's going to be.
And Danny will be bringing a coach load as well, no doubt, or 2.
100%, mate. 100%.
Us Cumbrians will be loud in voice. And it was saying to David as well in the last podcast I've just done with him there, it was like, having James's crowd and having David's crowd as well. There's going to be a good Welsh. There's going to be a good Welsh portion of the audience as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a mix-up in it from different ends of the country.
Yeah, aye.
But obviously, we won't see the rest of the card because that's the thing that we're doing. They're doing that in the next couple of days, aren't we? Showing the highlights of the rest of the card, so we'll keep all that for then, innit? But people, if you want tickets, get in touch with the fighters on Instagram. Get in touch with me on Instagram. Get in touch with Ross. We can put you in the right direction. Obviously, you can get them on BKFC online as well. But please try and get them off the fighters, because if you're buying them off the fighters, their purse is better to get a percentage of the tickets that are sold. And yeah, we're definitely going to be there. It'll be good to see all the people who support the channel there. Shot some of these comments out. Rick Doherty, big up, brother. Sponsor for the channel, RSD Transportation and Recovery.
Just big up Lou, is it? Oh, thanks, Rick. Cheers, pal. I can't see the comments on my end. Big up Rick Doherty, my man.
Dangerous Darren. Hope you're okay, brother. James Cooper.
Coops.
Dangerous Darren again. Hope you're okay, my man. Coops can't knock Foxy. He's always game and deserves it. 100,000,000% Coops. Headbutt and punches. Foxy's nails. Oh, nice one for that, Darren, mate. Cheers, brother.
Nice
David
one. I'll
Rounds.
collect my 250 off you at some point, Lou.
Yeah, David Rounds put here. Yes, Ross. Doesn't put yes, Lou. Look at him. Just because you've done that there. Look at him.
Put it up, Lou. Go on, put it up.
I'm not putting it up. You can fuck off. He's put other comments as well. I'm not even going to put them up there.
Oh, I can't see the comments on my end.
Yeah, good.
I want to talk about quickly as well, BKFC tryouts, 25th of February in going to be a 6-rounder. BKFC tryouts, 25th of February in Middlesbrough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Up the red corner. Dave knows where it's at. David knows where it's at.
David's piping you off, mate. That's what David's doing. He's under that table there, absolutely polishing the golf stick off you.
He knows who the number 2 podcast is.
Yeah. You better mind, Lou.
Brilliant. I really enjoyed the podcast I've just done with David. Anyone want to go out and check it out over on In the Red Corner podcast, feel free to do so.
Just muted you there, mate. Could you say that again? I'm only joking.
Tonight, you've got a busy few weeks coming up, Lou. Obviously, you're going over to Bulgaria for BKFC Europe.
Yes, mate. I'm also going to Alicante in a couple of weeks to stay with Franco and that, getting in some filming of them in the gym. Really excited to go over there. And obviously, I've got BKFC Bulgaria on the 22nd of March, yeah. Their last event, they had 6,000 people in attendance, mate. So imagine what that's going to be like. Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. Fantastic. Yeah, I've got the WBKB coming up on the 23rd of March. I'll be doing the ring announcing for that show. Can't wait for that. I've got my Barkroll interview that I went down to see him. That's coming out soon as well. Tomorrow night, I've got Chaz Wasserman on, and I've got Melanie Shah on as well tomorrow night.
Chaz Wasserman, mate. Oh, we'll leave it anyway, but Chaz Wasserman, mate, what a fucking fight he's got. Absolutely.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just had a message there off David Round saying, tell Lou, put my comments on.
No, tell fucking David Round, mate, to get an haircut or brush his hair, because it looks like he's brushed it with a fucking toffee apple.
I'll text him that back now.
But, yeah, mate, sweet. We'll wrap it up,
Yeah, man. We'll maybe do 3 more next week. We'll do 3 more next week, the 3 next fights,
Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. We'll get, how many fighters are there still there? We've done them 3, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there must be
brilliant counting, Lou. Brilliant counting. No, well done, mate. No, honestly, brilliant. Well done, mate.
I can't even see with the stupid green screen. But yeah, mate, we'll wrap it up. So being on half an hour there, yeah. Just want to say a big shout out to RSD Transportation and Recoveries, Noir Boxing. Appreciate their support, guys, as always.
I want to give a shout out to Violent Gentlemen as well. Now sponsoring In the Red Corner podcast, but still open to more sponsors.
Get him in, lad. Lap him up, lad. Lap him up. Anyone want to sponsor us? Get over there in the Red Corner podcast on YouTube. Drop him a message on Instagram and support his channel, people.
Good man. Thanks, Lou.
No worries, brother. I'll speak to you soon, yeah?
Yeah. Cheers for having us. Speak to you all later. See you.
See you later, guys. See you later, people.